Mothers with their afros taking center stage, watching as this culture slowly comes of age, with a mind of its own, yeah. Mothers out in the yard, hanging up her clothes. Fathers playing with the kids, keeping them on the go. Neighborhoods feeding on the heart of its soul. And that's where my feelings live, 'cause I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Teachers off in the classroom giving up the love, supported by that mom and dad who want that special touch. Little acts of kindness prove to mean so much when we give what we know. Kitchen pots are banging, smell of soul food fills the air. You walk past the neighbor's house wishing you had dinner there. Better times for living when people seem to care about that place where they grow. That's why I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Folks gather at the church early Sunday morn. Openly they sing and praise and gospel music's born. God gave us love enough with spirits free to run. Why can't we learn to love ourselves like we're the chosen ones? Call me, let me know how your life is doing good. Tell me how the blessings flow through the neighborhood. Share with me that time of feelings understood. In that place we call home. 'Cause I love my people. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving mine. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. My heart's full of love, spirits in the flow. And I'm loving my people. Said I love my people. I love. The way they let it go on the dance floor. Ain't nobody gonna do it like us, no. I'm loving my people. Say that I'm loving mine. I love. Soul from the stove, straight to the kitchen table. Can't nobody do it like us now.
We need a choir.
I'm loving my people.
Come on, man. Y'all loving y'all people? Come on.
My people.
Yay.
I love them all but my baby mama.
All except your baby mama, that's it?
I'm just joking. I love her too.
Oh, man, come on. All right, you're tuned to the best station on the planet. We are Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Welcome to the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series, everybody. Brought to you by U.S. Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC, My name is Kevin Nash. Now, we had to kind of shift and pivot this week. Normally, we focus on music and music artists. But I had this grand idea last week to do a show this week called Comedy and Commentary. And it stemmed from watching a few comedians speak the truth. Tell the truth, right? Unapologetically. You know what I mean? And that's what we need right now. So this whole week, we have a whole slew of comedians coming on and just kind of speaking their mind and speaking truth to everybody. And thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, to Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Let me introduce my very special guests tonight. We have actor, writer, comedian known for stand-up. Comedy is Me, Volume 1, Pull 'Em Up Project, Screw the Rules, and more. This guy's my dude right here. Give it up for my man, Screw Roy Rice.
What up, what up, what up? It's past my bedtime.
You sleepy, huh, man?
Man, looky here. I'm 50. It's time to go to bed.
I feel you, man. I feel you on that. Ed, my God, we have royalty with us tonight. She's an actor, comedian, activist. You've seen her in Think Like a Man, Hotel Transylvania, Taken 2, That's My Boy, Dolomite Is My Name, I loved it, and soon Coming to America 2, and y'all know who I'm talking about, the very lovely and beautiful Luenell. Show some love, everybody.
Love you, Luenell.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I mean, you know, doing the best I can do.
Yeah. We're going to take a brief break, everybody, before we get into the real nitty-gritty, because this 1 hour is going to go by so very fast, and we have some very important things to discuss tonight. And I have to say that these are the two most funniest people on stage, but they ain't no joke when it comes to standing up for our people. They tell it like it is and like a TI is, with no apologies. And I'm saying that. Did you guys ever have to take something back you said and apologize for it? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I did.
Screw, you did? What?
I did.
Hey, man.
I mean, you know, sometimes you have to pick your battles on stage.
Okay.
You can't go off on everybody. You know, I go off on a lot of people. From the stage, off the stage. I done had people tell me they gonna meet me in the parking lot. I kind of like that kind of stuff.
I know you.
Meet me in the parking lot.
I know you like that stuff, brother.
All I'm gonna do is call the police.
Right. And what about you, Luenell? I mean, you ever said something that you had to take back and apologize for?
I never say anything that I have to take back. I mean, everything I say. I have a degree in English. I choose my words very carefully. If I say it, I mean it. I stand flat-footed, and I don't apologize. No.
That's what I thought. Let's take a brief break. We'll come back, and we'll get into it, everybody. Tonight, KJLH Quarantine Concert Series brought to you by U.S. Bank. Comedy and commentary right here on KJLH. Don't move. Keep it here.
Yeah.
Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. This is a call to consciousness. We know that without justice, there is no true peace, but there is always wisdom.
Hey, this is in response to the sister who indicated that just maybe the police are doing the shooting and blaming it on the brothers. Oh my God, Tammy Mack, we have been thinking that forever and ever. Things be so calm around the hood, and then all of a sudden all hell break loose out of nowhere. Can you please play that over and over again? Because they need to hear it from you, from this source, to believe it.
I'm a resident of Compton, and I just wanted to give a message out to these gang members over here in Compton and all over the South Central, Los Angeles, LA. You know, I'm a former prison worker for over 30 years, and a friend of mine hurt her boyfriend that worked with the LAPD. So they got to be careful once this is over, because they're going to be mad, and they have been very low-key with not doing drive-bys on each other after Nipsey. So they got to be careful, because they're going to be coming back in the neighborhood. They're going to be doing shootings, and then the gang gang members going to think the other gangs are doing it. So I don't know how to get that on a platform or how to really put it out there to them brothers, but they really going to have to watch that. Because as you notice, the drive-bys have dropped tremendously.
That's Radio Free Speech on 102.3 KJLH.
These are worrisome times, causing a lot of stress and concern. And being in debt to the IRS can certainly make matters worse. Thankfully, there's good news. Optima Tax Relief can help you resolve your tax debt over the phone and online. Don't go it alone. Optima's tax professionals can reduce the stress in your life by helping resolve your IRS problems right from the comfort of your own home. Optima is America's most trusted tax resolution firm, having resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. And their award-winning team is ready to help you online and over the phone, even during these uncertain times. They'll stand between you and the IRS and fight to get you the best deal possible. All it takes is one call to start the process. Optima's tax associates are standing by. Take the first step toward putting your tax problems to rest. Call now for a free consultation.
Call 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Announcing a giant used car sale at Worthington Ford with over 600 vehicles on sale and everyone is under warranty. Plus, get a 10-day trial exchange included with your purchase. Pick a car, pick a truck, drive it 10 days and make sure you like it. Choose from the largest selection in town. Find a car you love and drive it home with just $95 down. That's right, pick any car on the lot, new or used, and $95 down is all it takes. Worthington Ford works with hundreds of lenders, including their own finance company, to get you financed. They own the bank, so they can finance anyone they want to. With over 600 vehicles on sale and everyone is under warranty. Plus, get a 10-day trial exchange included with your purchase. Pick a car, pick a truck, drive it 10 days and make sure you like it. This is a giant used car sale going on now at Worthington Ford in Long Beach. Huge selection, huge savings, right off the 405 freeway, Bellflower Boulevard in Long Beach. And they're open until midnight.
10-day trial exchange on used vehicles. On credit. See dealer details.
During this uncertain time, one thing is certain. There's nothing more important than your health and the health of those you love. At Martin Luther King Community Medical Group, we respect where you're coming from and what you're going through. Your family is our family too. With 3 clinics in South LA, our dedicated team of doctors, care managers, and patient navigators are here to care for you with resources and support so you can get back to what matters most. For your comfort and convenience, we now offer online visits through your phone, smartphone app, or your computer at low or no cost. If you're worried you have COVID-19, coronavirus, and need to speak to a doctor, please call us today at 424-529-6755. MLK Community Medical Group is here for you. Get the right care at the right time. 424-529-6755.
I never planned on being in an accident, but that truck didn't stop. The truck accident left me with so many questions. Do I have the best doctors? What about my car? The medical bills? Work? I need help. I gotta call the Barnes firm. That was the best call I could have made.
At the Barnes firm, we've handled thousands of accident cases. Our team works to answer all of your questions and help each client get the best result possible. Attorney John Sheen is responsible for the content of this advertisement. West 5th Street, Los Angeles.
At Charmin, we understand the last thing you should have to worry about right now is having enough toilet paper. Please know we're working around the clock to get you more Charmin as quickly as possible. We're also donating $2 million to Direct Relief to serve our communities. In the meantime, from our Charmin family to yours, please stay safe.
It may not be stomach issues.
For me, it's intense gas, or pain, or diarrhea, sometimes all at once, over and over.
I spent years with the symptoms, but could never figure it out.
No matter what I did, they never went away. So I decided to break it down for my doctor and get really specific about my symptoms.
We discovered that exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI, may be the reason for my stomach issues.
EPI is caused by my pancreas. It leads to diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, unexplained weight loss, and oily stools. The symptoms just don't go away.
But EPI can show up with even one symptom.
The good news? EPI is manageable.
But to get to the right diagnosis, you have to break it down for your doctor and get specific about the severity of your symptoms.
Visit identifyepi.com to learn more and use the symptom checker to help change the conversation with your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Radio, chill. 102.3 KJLH, Radio Free.
Okay, we're back, everybody. The KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. Uh-oh, somebody's smiling. Somebody must have said something funny. I knew something was going to come out tonight.
Screw's tripping.
That's what he's doing. He's tripping.
Yeah, we had a little commentary off
the air? Okay. Let me say this, too. Let me make sure that you guys know that we are on 102.3 KJLH, so we got to keep it clean, everybody. And I thought I made it clear last night with Scroncho on last night, and he... You know how passionate he is, right? So he had to let a few loose. So
well, you can be passionate, but you need to be professional too.
Yeah. Right, true. Before we get started, let me give out a few thank yous. First and foremost, I have to thank God for keeping us, for protecting us through all of this that's going on right now, and for many years. So thank you, God, for that. And number two, I want to thank Stevie Wonder for this platform,
Stevie,
keeping this radio station in this community,
Stevie.
And, how can I put this? I haven't gotten a memo or a phone call saying you're talking too much about Black Lives Matter, and I know if I was working across the street anywhere else, and looking back in retrospect, I worked for all those big corporate radio stations, and I'm sure they would have given me a memo by now and said, dude, calm down on that. You know what I mean?
I don't think you're going to get that right now.
We're not, well, you never know.
Hey, Black Lives Matter is
you never know.
Right now.
But listen, you won't know until maybe 5-10 years from now. Something's going to come out and say, you know what? We mentioned it just a few times. But at this radio station, it's every hour, upon the hour. So props going out to Stevie Wonder for keeping this radio station in the community for over 50 years. We're over 50 years strong for that. All right. Let's get down to the real nitty-gritty, everybody. I opened the show tonight by saying this to our people. This same passion and drive that we have that's fueling this movement, let's not forget, and this is why these platforms and this radio station is so very important, because I don't want our people to forget. The moment basketball season starts up again, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. The moment football season, starts up again, I know we have we have a tendency to forget. Tell me why. Why is that?
Entertainment. We love entertainment. We have so much pain going on in the world. All we want to do is be entertained. So we have basketball and football and Luenell selling out arenas all over the world. We'll go to sleep on that. So we want to go back to sleep. We want another 8 years of Obama so we can go back to sleep. Because we were comfortable with Obama.
Okay.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, I feel that we really don't have anything to compare this to, because we've never had a movement like this. I don't believe that. I know that we're easily distracted because, the system is made to make you have a short attention span with things like 1 minute Instagram posts and TikTok. You can barely sit down and watch a movie with anyone under a certain age because their mindset is made for the quick fix. It's not like ours used to be. So, but I don't think this time that we're going to be able to escape through basketball or football, which, by the way, are two male-geared sports. Women have always helped lead the movement. So while some men may get distracted, there's a lot of women who won't. But if they keep killing us at the rate they're killing us, there will be no distraction. You understand? And this is not some fad like the newest Jordans. This movement is here to stay. Things are going to have to change, or it's going to be Nat Turner around here. And you can take that to the bank.
That is true.
See, and the reason why I brought up the basketball and the football season is because
you're a man.
It's amazing. It's amazing how God orchestrated things in such a way where things that would distract us, has been placed on pause. It's been placed on pause. So we've never seen anything like this, but we've always seen our people get killed the way he was killed. This is not the first time we heard, "I can't breathe." You understand what I'm saying?
And it's not the last. They've killed a bunch of brothers since George.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want you guys go ahead. Go ahead, Screw.
I was just in Victorville last Saturday and found out that they hung somebody out there. Maybe about a week.
You ain't had no business in Victorville, first of all. But.
Yeah, that's true. I had to go. It was a turnaround trip, and I sped back when I found out.
Well, you can't speed either.
I want you guys to react to what Ice Cube posted on his Instagram or his Twitter. It says, "Message to the protesters: if you go back to normal and start spending money, you will never get justice. They have no intentions on treating us fair. Never did. If you start spending money, the movement will pass like the wind, and the state will continue to abuse people daily." Your reactions.
I'll let Screw go first because I'm a little long-winded.
Yeah, I believe that to a certain degree. Whether we spend our money or not, it's going to continue unless we have some laws, executive orders put in place to save us. And we don't have that. We don't have anybody to lobby for us right now. So, if I spend my money, they're going to forget. If I don't spend my money, they're still going to try to make us forget. So it's a catch-22 in my opinion.
Well, I feel like, first of all, we don't have enough of our stuff to spend our money on. We don't own any grocery stores. We have to eat. And I personally try to buy black all the time, but I live in a predominantly African-American Hispanic community. I live in the Crenshaw district. Now, if you live up in Sherman Oaks, you would be hard-pressed to buy black because there's not that many black-owned businesses out there. I tried to go to the market rather than go to the grocery store. I have a black nail tech. I have a black barber. I have, different ethnicity of people working in my home that are non-white. And I tried to do that. I tried to do that before this movement came along. Mm-hmm. There's a reason that I live where I live, and part of it is financial, and part of it is not. I don't mind my people. I love my people. I know how to deal with my people. I know how to talk to my people. They know how to talk to me. I would love to live in Marina Del Rey, but if I were to sit on my patio tonight in Marina Del Rey tonight and have this conversation with you tonight, I'm not sure that the nervous white folk next door to me might not call the police and say there's a radical black woman making a plan to take over the world on the patio next door to me. I want to live in peace. I want to be able to play Earth, Wind, and Fire at 10 o'clock at night and play dominoes without it being a crime in my own backyard. I'm not anti-white, but I'm definitely pro-black. And at this point, I might even be a little anti-white. And I don't really have anybody to answer to on that, because there's certainly a whole squad of people out there who are saying that they're anti-black. And I just saw a post tonight from a police chief in Philly who copped to the fact about the quotas that it takes to satisfy the department, how many arrests you need to make, and about the fact that we are so dehumanized that even on the approach to the car, the stance, the cadence, and the tonality are different when approaching an African-American person than they are to approaching a white person. So, you know, it's really very, very deep. And I don't think that we're going to really, not this time, I don't think that we're going to let it go as easy as movements of the past.
Well, we need to take some new steps then, you know what I mean? Because after the protests, after the marching, what's the next step? You know what I mean? I know sometimes we can get kind of used to just marching and protesting, you know what I mean? What do we want?
Well, and I'll speak real quick and Screw. I feel, first of all, whatever we want and whatever we're going to do, we don't need to broadcast it on the radio. We need to go back to them secret meetings at the church. We need to go back to them secret meetings in the theater. We need to go back to them secret meetings in people's households and make a plan. There's a thing called a Black agenda. You know, we have to figure out exactly what that is. But playing our hand, talking too much, and letting everybody know what we're trying to do has been our problem in the past. We too mouthy. We got to keep some of this stuff to ourselves. And we have to make a plan, and we have to put people in place. And if we're going to have takeovers, or if we're going to fight this voter suppression, if we're going to scoop people up, there's stuff that's OFU, only for us. And I believe that we're going to be able to do all of that stuff, but we certainly can't be telling every move we're going to make.
I love it. I love it. Screw.
And it's funny that she says that, because we have a tendency of running our mouths with everybody because we be so excited. And then our other issue is we want every other kind of people to join us because we think we can't accomplish anything on our own, and we can. But like I hear all the time, our people be talking about how they trying to get the white dollar. Why do we need the white dollar so bad when we spend over $1 trillion a year? We got all the money. Go ahead.
You want the white dollar the same reason you want the white woman. It's because you think that that's the epitome of success.
Right. I like them dark, so that ain't for me. I love them chocolate or caramel like yourself. Our people, like Luenell said, we need to go back to secret meetings. It's just like when one of the homies in the neighborhood committed murder. He has to tell somebody, and that's how he get caught every time. Because we always have to run our mouth. We want everybody to see us. We always want something shiny. When we need to love us and respect each other at a whole nother level right now, because we need each other more than ever.
Kevin, can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, why are we on Zoom? Is there people able to see us somewhere? Where do they see us at?
Well, we're still in quarantine, so.
No, but I thought you might be live on Facebook or something like that.
Well, we're live on.
You just wanted to see my face?
No, we're live on KJLH TV as well. So if you go to the website KJLHradio.com, people can see us there, but also hear us.
People knew that, yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't. Kevin just didn't want us in the studio with him.
No. Well, listen. We've been doing this for the past 3.5 months, so the audience knows if they want to watch. And plus, I've been promoting it all week and all day, so yeah, they know.
Well, we don't know.
I didn't know.
Right, I didn't know either.
Luenell didn't even post it. What are you talking about? She didn't even know, huh? Didn't even post it.
Well, listen, that's another thing is that, it becomes a lot when you have, like, we're in quarantine. When you have 4 or 5 interviews a day,
that's true.
You become an ad agency. I can't post everything, and I'm not going to post everything. But believe you me, when people hear my voice, it's like the game of telephone. They call Luenell's on KJLH. So I don't have to post every single thing I do.
That's true.
Kevin, you're enough. Your little midnight, quiet storm voice gets them on in here. Then they hear my manly voice, and the word gets out.
Hey, yeah, he over there. Yeah. So before I pull my pants down, We gonna listen to the.
There you go, Screw. See, listen. So today,
they be worried about me. It ain't me. It's Screw.
It is Screw, huh? Hey, so today in American history, 76 years ago today, in South Carolina, you guys probably know this story. A 14-year-old boy standing at 5 foot 1 inch, weighing 90 pounds, was executed. Executed by electric chair. Over 2,000 volts through his little body for 4 minutes until he was dead. His head was charred and eyes were missing. And they had to use books on the chair so that he can reach the headpiece. A child executed for being falsely accused of double murder. And that boy's name was George Steiny Jr. The one-day trial, an all-white jury took 10 minutes to convict the 14-year-old boy of a crime he didn't commit. Now, I don't know if you guys can forecast, right? And in the midst of everything that's going on with this movement, and we know what we want. Now, what if, just in case, they're going to let that cop off who choked the life out of George Floyd? What do you think is going to happen?
Screw, you go ahead.
Oh, see, there you go. Screw, I already know. Screw. Okay. Go, man.
Run that by me again, because I was kind of in my feelings when you were reading what happened.
No,
well, then let me say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, first of all, people they're hollering, we got the tape. Well, just because you have a videotape of a crime against an African-American male does not mean anything. Because number one, we had tape of Rodney King too. And every one of them men walked, every one. It has a lot to do, I believe, with us going to jury duty. You see, everybody hates jury duty. I hate jury duty. There's no, you got to park, you got to pay, you got to walk, you got to go through security. You can't be asleep, you can't be on your phone, you can't get nothing to eat, you miss a day of work, you get paid like a slave. But we've got to go to jury duty because how will we ever get a jury of our peers? White folks are sitting at home rubbing their hands, waiting to get called to jury duty to send a brother up the river. And if you don't have black people to attend jury duty, you will never get black people on the jury to see your, to feel your, to have compassion and empathy for you, or to go through the facts biasly. So, it has a lot to do with that as well, I believe.
Screw your
reaction.
The
all-white jury for the all-white, assailant. Go ahead, Screw.
So, Screw, the question was this. So, what if the verdict comes back not guilty?
We're going to pick up where we left off at.
You're damn right.
We're going to keep tearing stuff up. I don't think they want that to happen right now. And one thing I commend the protesters for.
I'm not sure if that was okay, everybody. Everything just kind of basically
today, all that, and am I still on?
Yeah, Screw. I think we had like a glitch or something like that in the internet. So start all over again.
Okay. I said I commend the protesters for doing what they do nowadays, because back in '92 we didn't do it nowhere like this. We tore up our own communities, and I had a lot to say about that, because technically it's not our communities, because we didn't own anything. They just didn't want us to burn it up with those Asians in it, or white people in the building, or Indians. Now they're going on the other side of the 405 freeway to tear stuff up. They're going on the other side of the 10 freeway. And if the verdict comes back not guilty, they can expect all of it to burn down. Like, I think people are in fifth gear right now, and they're waiting for another tragedy or another excuse. It's another buildup. We seeing all these hangings now, and some people, y'all stop posting these hangings from 3 years ago. Read the article and check the date before you post it, because some of them 3 years old. We do have some that's current. And all that's gonna happen, everything is compounded now. It's gonna be bad. So they might want to get the death penalty. Get them up out of here.
Well, you know, Screw and Kevin, first of all, lynching doesn't have an expiration date, you know?
Right.
If that was your son that got hung 3 years ago, you might want to post it as a reminder, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And also, you know, don't forget that when Rodney King riots popped off, the police left. They left everything to burn. They weren't down here trying to protect the people, and they weren't down here trying to protect the property. They said, burn it down, we don't care.
Like they did in Beverly Hills.
We went uptown.
Beverly Hills, boy, they put their lives on the line.
When we went uptown, they was up there to try to protect them Gucci stores and try to protect that stuff, you know? And then you want to know why, you know, these stores that, first of all, the racism, you can't even get hired, even if you have a degree in retail in some of them stores in Beverly Hills, because maybe your name is Shaniqua Johnson, which I met a white Shaniqua the other day, by the way. Your name may be Shaniqua Johnson. They're going to take your application, put it to the side, and look for one that says Bob Adams. That the racism starts there. Then you go into these high-priced stores and support these white designers and stuff that are on Rodeo, rather than try to find a black designer that can do just as well and maybe not be so popular. But how many times they're gonna hold your $100 bill up to the light? How many times they're gonna ask you for 5 pieces of ID? How many times you gonna get followed around the store? How many times you gonna get your receipt checked as you go out the door? I mean, and then you wonder why we went uptown. And we're going to go further than that next time. I don't say we because I don't loot. But by the way, if anybody hit that Gucci store and has a purse, hit me in my DMs, please.
What can they find you, Luenell? Just kidding.
Just hit me in my DM. You know,
right.
I'm not saying nothing else.
No, you've said.
And don't say where you got it from. Just say you got something, and she'll go from there. Don't say you looted it. They watching our text messages too.
No, you've given us some.
Yeah, have you noticed our phone's been cutting off more?
Yeah,
yeah. We started talking. Anyway, Kevin, go ahead.
Well, they mentioned because I guess we were celebrating Obama on Trump's birthday, so Trump decided to cut the cell phones off.
I can't stand people who are like, Obama, he did this, he did that. What did he ever do for black people? You know what he did? He made it out alive. That's what he did. Whatever else he did or didn't do, everybody else who's ever been in politics has tried to help us, has been assassinated. This is nothing new. Obama had to live through 8 years of nooses, hang in there, Obama, your wife's a gorilla, and stuff like that. He had to live through 8 years of racist insults every day. The fact that he made it out alive is good enough for me.
Really?
Yeah.
There it is there.
I mean, he did some things that was foul, but he certainly didn't start a race war, and he brought class and style. He didn't get his pee-pee played with while he was in the White House. He had his mother-in-law living up in there, and some things he tried to do got shut down by the Senate. So, you know, he wasn't perfect. There is no perfect man, but he was the first black president. And I'm still proud of him. Now, I don't care how you screw your face up, Kevin. I'm looking at you too.
because I'm listening. I hear from the listeners all the time, you know, by answering these telephones at this black radio station. And a lot of folks, yeah, they do love Barack Obama. They love him. One thing they're saying, too, is that he did more for the gays than blacks, that he didn't do much for black people, but he went out of his way and used his power.
Well, the gays are more powerful than the black people in this town. How about that?
They are very organized.
So we need to take a few pages from what gay folk has done, right? And
we need to take a few pages from everybody.
No, we don't need to take no pages from gay folk, but the simple fact is there are more gay directors, more gay producers, more gay showrunners in Hollywood than there are black ones. And that puts them in power. we don't have power. You understand?
I'm trying to understand that. And I don't necessarily agree with that we don't have power.
Well, that's okay. But that's
You know,
okay.
I do believe that we do have power, that we do have
It'll
value.
be a gay person
And
green lighting your TV show. I bet you that.
well, probably so. But I'm saying when you say we have no power, we have no value and no power. What does that mean
I didn't
exactly?
say value. I didn't say value.
Oh, so
I said power.
So power is what? Power is what you're talking about as far as influence, as far as money. I think this is what Ice Cube was talking about. Is that they have
is money and influence.
That they have nothing without us. They have nothing without us.
They don't, but
And I
do
think-
we know how to stop spending with them?
I believe this is what Ice Cube was talking about. The moment we go back spending again, giving away our power because we don't recognize it as power at all.
Okay.
Well,
Prime
you have to
example.
have an alternative, though. If we're not going to spend with them, then who are we going to spend with?
'Cause I wanna-
start a business overnight. That takes planning and, you know,
Then,
all
we,
that
then,
kind
then we have to do what we have to do. If we're going to have to save, we're going to have to invest. You know,
Where's
this-
our malls at? I want to go to the mall. I want to go to a black mall. You point me in that direction.
yeah, I think your microphone is too loud, Screw. Go ahead. Say it again.
I said, I want to go to the mall. Is that loud enough? I want to go to the mall. Direct me to the black mall. Because I'm tired of buying T-shirts. We can buy candles. We can buy soap from our people. We can buy weed, shea butter, and that's it.
So some of the things that we do buy and spend our money on, do we need it? Do we need PlayStations? Do we need games? Do we need $350 pair of shoes? Do we need those
Let
things?
me ask you that, Kevin. Why don't you answer that question?
Well, I say we don't.
Do you?
I don't live like that at all. I mean,
well, I don't have a $350 pair of nothing in my house. I need a juicer. Who makes juicers that's black? I need a juicer. Hook me up.
I need a juice. You better squeeze it like we used to do back in the day, man.
No,
Squeeze
see, I
it.
don't want to squeeze no more. I'm 50 years old. Mess around and break one of my fingers.
I
and
got one.
take off work.
I bought one 2 years ago from Smart and Final. I mean, you can put any fruit in that bad boy, and you press it down, you get all the juice you want. $20.
Okay,
And who made it?
Smart and Final is not black owned.
Exactly. And who made the juicer?
Well, I'm not saying that we necessarily have to always buy black. I'm not saying that. That's something that you guys said. I'm saying we have to be very careful about where we spend and how we spend it and how much. Like, I wouldn't dare take my whole paycheck and burn it on something that won't bring me an investment or a healthy return back.
Well, I don't
I'm
think
always looking
me
for
or
ways.
Luenell-
If I'm buying anything, I bought a new cell phone the other day. I made sure before I bought the new cell phone, like, how is this going to make me more money? How will it pay for itself?
It would easily pay for itself. All you gotta do is put Accelerated Radio's hoodies
I came
online
back. I
and you'll
came up.
get the money
I
right there.
came up with a plan and said, "Hey, look, I'm going to make sure that this thing pays off, but it's going to pay itself off, right, by itself, and I'm going to make more money with this cell phone, more." So I think if we look,
But here's the other thing, Kevin. You know, you are a grown man. Screw is a grown man. I'm a grown woman, and your listeners are grown. How are we going to get this message to the youth? Because
There you go.
they are really spending money, and they're making money, and they're making it twerking on Tuesdays or doing whatever they need to do. And they're out there spending a lot of money.
They
we
are.
We can sit here and talk about this all day long.
That's
but
right.
If you can't make sense of this to the youth, then we're just batting our head one old person next to another old person.
And Kevin, you have to think
well,
about
hopefully
this.
they're listening. Go ahead, Screw.
I work for FedEx. In my truck, I have 80% Nikes, about 40% hair, and these people wait for their hair and they wait for their shoe. I seen one chick come out. She looked like Luenell, and I had a bag of her hair, and she was ready to put it on her head right then and there because of quarantine. Wasn't nobody there to do her hair, so she took it out the bag and put it on the head. You got dudes running outside to the truck like I'm an ice cream truck, barefoot, because they want their Jordans.
Right.
They're serious about their hair and about their tennis shoes.
God.
Luenell and I, we don't care about that. Like she said, we just talking in circles if we can't get to the youth.
Well, hopefully they're listening tonight. I pray that they are, and if they don't, they can always get this program on demand, catch it later. Let's take a brief break, everybody. If you're just tuning in, it's the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. It is comedy and commentary. My very special guest, Screwroy Rice and Luenell. We're coming back to more. Don't move. Keep it here for KJLH.
Ron had a tax problem he just couldn't handle on his own.
I owed the IRS taxes for over 5 years, but I didn't have any money to pay the taxes.
Those years cost him dearly.
Most of it was fees and interest. It was horrible.
Ron finally called in the pros.
I called Optima Tax Relief, and boy, am I happy I did.
The leading tax resolution firm, Optima, is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. They've resolved over $500 million for their clients. Ron was overjoyed.
They settled my account with IRS. I was ecstatic. They are a lifesaver. They are. I am so happy.
Take Ron's advice and call Optima now for a free consultation.
Yeah, don't do like I did and wait. Call Optima Tax Relief. Do it now. You'll be ecstatic like me.
Call 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688. 800-587-5688.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
They're pounding on the door. They're calling on the phone. It's the collectors. It's those credit cards you ran up trying to start your business. Now you found out that a DBA hurts the family and brings the pain home.
Do you remember hearing these commercials on radio? For over 40 years, Ray Reynolds has helped customers get millions in credit. It's no wonder why they call him the godfather of credit. Ray Reynolds will get your score above 720. Do you need $50,000 of corporate credit? By using corporate credit, you can finance a business, buy real estate and stock under a corporation. Take advantage of numerous tax write-offs only available to a corporation. Now you can meet Ray Reynolds on his daily webinar at 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and find out more about his secrets to success in helping fix and improve your credit. Go to rayswebinar.com at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. Monday through Friday and check out his free webinar. Just log on to rayswebinar.com Monday through Friday at 11 a.m. or 2 p.m. for his free, very informative webinar now. It's worth your time and you'll learn a lot. Go online and visit rayswebinar.com.
Guys, by now, you've heard the great news. If you wanted to try Viagra or Cialis, but were worried about the price, U.S. Pharmacy can finally give you the results you've been looking for. Why pay almost $15 per pill when you get the same results you need for less than $2? That's right. Call today and receive 66 blue pills or 66 yellow pills for only $99 plus shipping. That's less than $2 per pill and saves you hundreds from your local pharmacy. Why wait? Call 855-700-6513 today and finally have those moments you've been looking for. Again and again. Call 855-700-6513 right now and we'll rush your order, discreetly packaged to your door. Just call 855-700-6513. That's 855-700-6513. Call 855-700-6513.
It took 3 years for the Emancipation Proclamation for all slaves of the Confederacy to be liberated, a day we now celebrate as Juneteenth. It also took Black Lives Matter worldwide protests for most of the country to recognize what we have known for a long time. Systemic injustice against Black communities has got to stop. It's up to all of us to participate and work towards a more equitable future. On June 18th and 19th, we invite you to tune in to KJLH Presents Count Black Lives, a 2-day Juneteenth census commemoration of the ending of slavery in America and the continued quest to end systemic inequalities in our Black Californian communities. Statewide census leaders will discuss how census participation serves our people and our needs. Count Black Lives will feature guest speakers Assembly Member Dr. Shirley Weber, Frederick Douglass's great-great-great-grandson, Kenneth Morris, Sacramento faith-based community leader Pastor Joy Johnson, and Compton's own Pastor Michael Fisher of Greater Zion Family Church. If you're in LA starting on June 18th, tune your radio into 102.3 FM starting at 5:30 a.m. All others can download our app 102.3 Radio Free KJLH or join us online at kjlhradio.com. For more details, please visit kjlhradio.com.
Put all of this together because we are your Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
We're back, everybody. You're tuned to Radio Free 102.3 KJLH. Welcome to the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. Tonight, we're focused comedy and commentary. And you guys said some great things tonight. I took a few notes, especially you, Luenell. Now, if I heard you...
Am I in trouble?
No, you're not in trouble.
I told you she was worse than me.
I stay in trouble.
No. You're not in trouble. But I like what you said about as far as going back to the genesis or the origin of the black church, you know, we have to somewhat reorganize that thing. You know what I mean? And we don't have to be so vocal about the next plan, the next steps, what we're going to do. I appreciate that. You know? Yeah. You took a breath, Screw.
Oh, well, I'm 50. I ain't had a nap all day.
He's haven't had a nap, right?
Hey, after 8 o'clock, I start yawning. I ain't had my dinner already. I done took the trash out.
And
my
somebody please come and burp Screw and
somebody come and burp him, right?
hey, man, I need a bye-bye.
And as we were talking tonight, I know we were talking about one of the greatest presidents of our day, President Barack Obama. I mentioned.
Don't backpedal now. You don't like him. I saw your face. You don't like him. I saw you, Kevin, and you were like rolling your eye.
Wait a second.
Rolling his eye.
No. The reason why I was rolling my eyes because you were saying, "Hey, look, the only thing you said that man did was got out of office alive. That's it."
I said that's the only thing I cared about.
Right. So I was looking at you like, "Are you for real?"
No, that's not the only thing he did. But the only thing I cared about that he made it out alive. Listen, that's a big thing.
Yeah, he survived like OJ.
Listen,
they killed two people in the same family, both Kennedy.
I've never heard it put that way. Hey, look, the only thing that I care about is the fact that he got out alive.
Made it out alive. Praise the Lord.
Right. Well, you know, I was talking about you know, some of our listeners may call in and say, "Hey, look, he didn't do much for black folk, but he did a lot for gays." Right? So I'm just saying, all of us are included. We need everybody in this thing together, you know. So I pray that I did not offend anybody who's gay. Okay.
Well, all I want is my reparations. That's it.
That's my next question. So listen. That's my next question. That's on my list to ask you guys because we're running out of time. We got about 7 minutes. I want to talk about the importance of voting. The importance of voting. Screw, you go first. Luenell, you take it after that, and then I want to get into reparations. Go ahead.
Okay.
The importance of voting. If we don't have if we don't have anything designated for black people, to me, what is the purpose of voting? We just voting for everybody else. I need some reparations. I need a check. Cut the check. We need some real police reform. If a police officer kills an unarmed black man, he should get life without parole, and he shouldn't be able to raise money, especially on GoFundMe. A lot of these officers raising over $250,000. They can live off of that.
Screw, you don't follow directions. We're supposed to be talking about voting first and reparations second.
Okay, now, Luenell,
I got it all off.
So Screw says, wait a minute, screw voting. He don't believe in it. He said, hey, look, there's no power in that whatsoever. That's what he believes.
I believe in it at a state level. I believe in it.
Okay, a state level.
Okay, well, okay.
I can't wait to hear what Luenell's going to say.
Concerned, first of all, voter suppression is real. Okay, they had an election just the other day, and it was a total disaster. And when you're talking about the youth, some people are voting for the first time. When you're talking about the youth, who are the ones that are going to really save us, you have to show them that their vote counts, you know? They've already heard the stories about the polls not working. They've already heard the stories about ballots being found in the river. They've already heard that. So we have to find out if there needs to be, just like, you know how they have books that say calculus for dummies or Spanish for dummies? They need to have politics for dummies in a video form with celebrities that will get through to these kids. And you have to start at your city council level. It's little things like the sidewalks and the potholes. Voting is not just for the presidency, you see, and we have to be able to vote, and it has to count. But this system is so crooked that I think a lot of people have become so jaded that they feel like voting is so rigged that their vote won't count. So we have to figure a way to turn that around and to explain it to the young folk and get them involved. Because there's nothing wrong with a girl who go to the strip club if she take that money and go to law school. If she take that money and want to become a judge. If she take that money and want to work in the community. You know, you got to start small before you get all the way, they have to learn that we have to take over the Senate. We have to take over the Senate, get a Democratic Senate back, or else everything we do gonna get squashed right there before the president got something to say about it. So it's a lot that I'm learning, and I'm learning about voting through a organization called ADOS, American Descendants of Slaves. ADOS 101 is teaching me everything that I need to know about voting and subsequently reparations,
Absolutely.
which is our next subject.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got about 4 minutes. I just need your thoughts and feelings about reparations. And I'm glad you brought up ADOS,
Yeah.
No one's really been talking about that.
I do.
Why we're not pushing our next president right now? Why isn't that on the table and say, hey, look, you want our votes? If you want our vote, let's start talking reparations.
Yes, you have to have a black agenda. You have to hold our vote hostage. And that's some of the things that ADOS is teaching me. ADOS 101, everybody.com. You need to check it out. I think that our reparations is more than cut me a check because, the people that got that stimulus check, it was gone the same day. We need the check, we need the land,
Financial
and we need
literacy.
the knowledge on what to do when we get this money and how to invest in land, in real estate, and to buy back and build another Black Wall Street and build another Seneca Village. That's what we need to learn how to do.
Love it. You got a round of applause on that. Screw?
I see. My
Screw?
goodness.
Yeah, I had to give it to you.
I had to give it to you. Get that in the bedroom, baby.
You got it for me today.
You got to clap it.
Yeah, there's a joke for you.
Screw. Reparations. Screw.
Reparations, the same as Luenell said. They need to give us some land. They can give us hysteria and move us all in.
They need to give us. I don't like that. I don't like that.
They're not giving us anything. We are owed that. That is ours.
A lot of this is ours, but since they created eminent domain, they take it away. So a lot of, I had a lot of friends that lived where the 105 freeway is right now. What do you say to people that have a home in the community and all of a sudden they got to buy you out or take your home, give you $30,000-$40,000 and tell you to move because we about to build a school?
They can't buy you out if you don't accept the money.
Well, they can force you out because a lot of people that lost their houses along the 105 freeway, they forced them out of there. A lot of them didn't want to sell. They were there.
How did they do that? Well, how did they do that? They set your house on fire?
Well, there are many ways for them to be forced out. I mean, because the more your home increases in value, of course, your taxes go up. So it gets to the point where, they can't afford to pay the taxes.
Okay, just get a gun permit, everybody. That's what I say. Not that gun.
And if you can't get a gun permit, meet me on Century and Broadway, and I'll have a little suitcase for you. Just hand me the money, put it in a trash can in a green plastic bag, and walk off.
See, you done already told too much. See?
Luenell, they already know that's going on right now. You know what I hated? The reason why we need reparations, because we got people up here giving away guns. They'll give you a $100 gift card. You remember they have been doing that for years. We'll give you a $100 gift card if you give us your... Yeah. And a lot of these dummies turned their gun in talking about, well, I don't need it anyway. Well, where you live at? Culver City?
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Hey, listen, we're out of time. It's 10 o'clock already, so I want to give the floor to Screw first with some closing remarks. And then after that, Luenell, you close out the show for us.
To me.
Oh, there you go.
They done cut them off. Okay.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I see. We having problem. I said, Screw.
You got that Teddy Riley wireless.
No. Listen, man. Listen, we're out of time right now. So I'm going to give you an opportunity, Screw, for some closing remarks. And after Screw, Luenell closes out.
Hey, I just want to tell everybody I love them. And if you protesting, stay safe protesting. I'm not coming out there. I'm 50 years old. Ain't nobody going to bail me out. I don't have that much time to be here. Hit me up on all social media platforms under Screw Roy Rice. My comedy show will resume July 15th in the city of Bellflower at the French Quarter. Come through and check me out.
My dude. Luenell.
Right on, baby. Okay, well, I just want to say I will be at the rally in front of the Laugh Factory from 3 to 7 on Friday for comedians and entertainers. We did it last Friday. We're doing it again this Friday. We will have speakers from ADOS at the rally. We will have Dr. Sebi's son, Abdul Bowman, at the rally. I will be speaking at the rally, and you can follow me on Instagram at Luenell, at Luenell.
Great conversation tonight. Great stuff. Thank you guys for accepting my
Love
invitation,
you,
man.
Love you, Screw. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
Going back to Kevin, do you still have a little time to talk sexy and play music?
Yeah.
I got about 2 hours left, so I'm going to slow things down a bit
baby.
today.
Let me go get my wine.
You got a special song you want to hear tonight, Luenell?
I got a little something I'm going to sip on and listen to you, baby. Dedicate something.
What song you want tonight? I got you covered. Which one you want?
Sweet Sticky Thing. That's my favorite.
What?
By the Ohio Players.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say Pistol Grip Pump.
Yeah, okay.
back that thing up. No. Play Sweet Sticky Thing for me, baby.
I got you. Give me about 5 minutes. You should be ready in 5 minutes, right?
I'll be ready. I'm going to go get my wine.
There you go. There you go. All right, love you guys. Peace. It's the KJLH Quarantine Concert Series. We're talking about comedy and commentary right here on Radio Free 102.3 KJLH.
We get no justice, and we take